Hello, everyone. I am here to help prepare us for the Sacral Gate when the moon crosses Venus in her evening star form on January 23rd, 2023. The moon will cross Venus, and the interesting part about this Sacral Gate is Saturn is right there. And the moon is crossing Venus in Aquarius. Saturn is in Aquarius. And Venus was actually conjunct Saturn days before the moon crosses Venus. And the moon crosses Venus right after Saturn and Venus separate by 1 degree. So it's very, very interesting. First of all, with Saturn being in Aquarius, it's saying that we need to take responsibility for our vibration. We need to take responsibility for where we belong. If we feel like we don't belong somewhere, we need to turn around and walk out, because that's what Saturn in Aquarius is telling us to do right now, is to take responsibility for where we belong and not deflect it onto others. Saturn being at step 24 is a Venus-ruled step. And Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, oh my goodness, at the Venus-ruled step, which is literally telling us that we really need to open up to taking full responsibility for where our feelings belong, where we feel we belong, where we know that we fully belong somewhere because we feel open. We feel like playing, which we'll talk about in this video as preparing for the gate, the Venus gate, which is right there with Saturn. And yes, it is asking us to take responsibility, really take responsibility for our end of our relationships, where we open up, where we feel we belong. And then the conjunction on January 23rd, 2023 of the moon and Venus will be at step 25. So step 25 is a very, very, very spiritual degree. It's, crown chakra. But I think that, as we go through the sacral gate and we're working on the sacral chakra, I think that this is going to help tune us into the higher vibrations. So I do think that it is a wonderful opportunity to unite within us, our lower self, with our higher self. And it's really, step 25 is telling us to make sure that we feel right about our thoughts and listen to our intuition, to trust ourselves, to trust God, and step 25, one thing that I love about Net 7 days is, honestly, they're the days that it seems like there's an open line of communication to God, I feel like God is like our father, and sometimes parents are busy. And then there's those days where that dad's going to be home all day, and step 7 days are like that. And for the moon and Venus to be conjunct on that type of day, it's kind of like the spiritual lines are open too, as we are tuning in and embracing our sacral chakra. Literally, we are able to tune in and, vibe. Aquarius is all about vibing with the higher realms. It's an opportunity, guys, and it's a choice. That's what astrology is all about. The astrology is going to be there no matter what, and if you choose to ignore it and you choose to do nothing about it, then that was your choice. But if you choose to figure it out and actually do the work and, tune in and just go with the flows, you begin to see how wonderful life can be. So, as we prepare for our sacral gate, let's talk about the sacral chakra and things that will help us prepare for the sacral gate next week. So, our sacral chakra is our divine feminine chakra. They say that it is the ocean within us. So I think that that is really cool. But did you notice how the root chakra, I talked about divine masculine, and now I'm talking about divine feminine? A lot of stuff with the sacral chakra contradicts the root chakra. But there's a key here. As we balance our root and we balance our sacral, we can find harmony within it. And that is the key. So we try to find harmony between our root chakra and our root chakra needs and wants, and our sacral chakra and our sacral chakra needs and wants. In a lot of ways, our root chakra and what it needs, and our sacral chakra and what it needs within us is the war of masculine and feminine that we see without. The MGTOWs versus the feminist. We see that without. Within, it's going on within us too. We battle between our sacral needs and our root needs. So harmony is the key. Trying to find harmony and understanding that each is valuable in their own right. One's not better than the other. It's more flowy, and honestly, to prepare for the Sacral Gate, one good thing to do to open and get ready for our sacral chakra is to work with essential oils in the bathtub. Now, you never want to put essential oils directly in your bath because it could cause burns on your skin because it doesn't really fuse out in the water very well. You would always want to mix essential oils with other oils, cut it with oils, almond oil or olive oil or something like that. Or you could put essential oils with bath salts and create your own bath salts. So never just put essential oils directly into the bath, but putting essential oils into the bath really, really, really helps with the sacral chakra. And I will go over a couple essential oils that are really good for boosting our sacral chakra. But before I do that, I want to say that the best sense, the best thing for our sacral chakra is what makes you feel like a child again? What brings you back to your childhood? What brings you into anything that makes you feel sensual? I know that they're a little bit different, but playful or sensual. Any kind of smell that makes you feel playful or sensual. Anything that makes you feel like feminine, girly, any flowery smell like that is really good for the sacral. That would be best for you, is what makes you feel playful, what makes you feel sensual, what makes you feel girly, what helps you get in touch with your inner feminine. Whether you're male or female, you can get in touch with your inner feminine, and that sense and that smell that you resonate most with is what will help you the most. But some just general essential oils that help with the sacral chakra is rose oil and orange blossom. Jasmine is really good for the sacral chakra. Lang Lang oil is really good. And sage. Sage actually helps boost estrogen. So that's an interesting fact about sage. But yeah, so there's some essential oils and some, they're also, you can find them in other forms too. But yeah, put them in your bath. And rose petals in your bath is a really good thing for, getting ready, getting that sensuality into your ocean, your inner ocean spirit. So there you go. Now I want to talk about goddesses that can help us get in touch with and heal our sacral chakra. So there are so many goddesses that could help us. So if you have any idea of any goddess that helps you heal your sacral chakra, I would love to hear about it in the comments. So don't think that this is like an exclusive list or anything. But yeah, the first goddess that I want to speak on, that, if I look up goddesses for the sacral, she comes up first, is, and forgive me if I mispronounce it, but Parvati. She is the goddess of fertility and power. So she can help you with your sacral chakra if you want to look into her. Also, I can't not mention in this series Venus. Venus was born of water, born out of the ocean. And like I said, our sacral is our inner ocean. So Venus, and she is the goddess of intimate love. So the goddess of love. And honestly, there's so many goddesses that are also associated with Venus. And it's really interesting because, there's so many Venusian temples throughout history, and there was like a time of goddess worship before we have the Roman Empire. And then by the time you get to the Roman Empire, a lot of the Venus temples became temples of prostitution. And during that time, they looked at it a lot different, and they saw Venus as the goddess of victory. So Venus is a wonderful goddess to get in touch with to help us heal our sacral chakra. And the final goddess that I would like to talk about is, well, there is one more I would talk about, but I would like to talk about is, I hope I say this one right too, Mayan goddess Ixchel. Mayan goddess Ixchel is a jaguar goddess. She is a goddess of fertility, childbirth, and weaving. She is the goddess that weaves the tapestry that is our existence. So I really think that that's really cool. And she's a goddess of childbirth and motherhood. So I do think that our sacral chakra is all about that, the divine mother. So I do think that, in the Mayan and Mexico traditions, Ixchel is a goddess that they go to for help with mothering and childbirth. And so I do believe that if you call upon her with a reverent heart, she may help serve you too. And the last goddess that I want to mention too, and she's tied, I mentioned her in the other one, of course, but Mother Gaia, I have to mention her too, because she is a goddess of the sacral chakra. I feel like she's the goddess that rules the sacral chakra. I mean, people could argue, Parvati is the mainstream, but, and I love her too. She's a wonderful goddess of fertility and birth and power, and she shows us the power of the feminine. But yeah, and the ocean's very powerful. But yeah, Mother Gaia, you guys, Mother Gaia has powerful oceans. She's the one that shows us the power of oceans. And Mother Gaia, she's a she, even though she'll help us ground and root, that's a wonderful thing. She's also there to help us, to remind us of our fertility, our abundance within. This is our abundance area, our sacral chakra area. And I do believe that Mother Gaia helps us with that. So I just, a little, what's that called? Special mention for Mother Gaia. Even though I talked a lot about her on the root chakra video, but I do believe that she will help us heal our sacral too. So now I do want to speak on archangels that I believe will help us heal our sacral chakra. Again, this is not an end-all be-all. These are the angels that'll help you with your sacral and no other. So do understand that. And if you have any angels that you feel help with healing sacral chakra, please put it down in the comments. Again, I'd love to hear about it. So the archangels, I feel, will help us get in touch with the energy of the sacral chakra and help us to heal and get prepared for the sacral gate, is Archangel Camiel and Archangel Haniel. So first, Archangel Camiel. Archangel Camiel is the angel of peace and relationships. And really, whenever I think of Venus, that's what I think about, is peace and relationships. Venus is all about creating a peaceful, wonderful, beautiful environments that relationships can flourish in. That's what I think about. So, Archangel Camille is all about peace and relationships, and she's a wonderful, wonderful angel to get in touch with. For me in my healing journey, I did a lot of sacral heal. I had a shattered sacral, you guys, for real. I had to do so much sacral healing work, and Archangel Camille was such a beauty and a delight for me and a help for me on my journey of healing. And then there is Archangel Haniel. And it's like these two are a team. They're like best friends forever. I love their energy so much. But Archangel Haniel is the angel of joy. And, she helps us to remember to bring delight into our life and how important joy and delightfulness and playfulness. Like I said, there's the playful side, there's the sensual side, the peaceful, sensual, loving side, and then there's the playful side, the fun side, the spontaneous side, And so, yeah, I do believe that Haniel really does help bring that out for us. So, Archangel Haniel, if you need help with healing your sacral or preparing for the Sacral Gate. All right, guys, so that's all that I have for you today. We are going to be doing the Sacral Gate. I will walk through the gate on January 23rd, 2023, and I will get my necklace back. I got my dress back during the root video, and I got my red back, and I will get my orange, and I will get my necklace, and I am so excited. We will go over the rights that we can claim that our sacral gives us. So that's really exciting. And we will go over the light qualities. Whenever we went through the Sacral Gate last time, we gave up our necklace and we went over our shadow qualities. And a lot of shadow work was done. Now it's time to reward ourselves and to get into our light. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you all next week for the Sacral Gate.